Peace, everybody. This is the King, New Jersey. This is BTBTV, where we bully the bullies. I'd like to thank y'all for coming in. Salute, Queen Bee. Salute. You number one today. Queen Bee is number one on my hit list. Peace. I want to tell a story before I get into anything else. I want to tell a story. When I was growing up, I had a close family friend. You know what I'm saying? He's my godfather. You get what I'm saying? And you know how black families will tell you everything they should tell you as you're growing up? You got to learn as you go. Well, this situation I had to learn as I went. I don't think my aunts or mommy mentioning this because this is real life shit, you know what I mean? Right now we're dealing with a real life thing. This guy was a family friend. Family from my mother's best friend. You know what I'm saying? My godfather. But he was also the man that tried to molest my two older aunts. They right over me, you know what I'm saying? And my mother's little sister, they right over me. He tried to molest my two older aunts, you know what I'm saying? My two aunts. Everybody kept that shit quiet. Salute. Everybody kept that shit quiet. Rest in peace. He even did some funny business with my grandmother. My grandmother she was fine. All of my family fine as hell. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like beautiful black women. I got a bunch of fine, beautiful women in my family. Real talk. And he even tried it with my grandmother. Everybody said, "Oh, he's just drunk. That's old drunk ass Rodney." You know what I'm saying? So I never knew, but I'm about this dude like that. I just knew he's my godfather. He took me trick or treating. Got mad candy, me and his daughters. You know what I'm saying? That's what I knew. Until one day, I didn't really know, but I'm like, wow, whoa. He took me to a strip club, the Brown Derby. I was like 5 years old. And at that time, you know, they didn't really say shit. It was a neighborhood bar. Sat me in the corner, got me something to eat, got me some soda, all that shit. I'm a kid, I'm happy. Got cheeseburgers, some french fries, a soda. I'm like 4 or 5 years old. I'm like, something around that age. I'm not sure. Okay, it's kind of dicey. It's between 5 to 6, some shit like that. Or 4 or 6. That's what I remember. So we took him to the strip club. He sat there getting drunk, messing with the ladies. I mean, my fool not paying attention. But I'm looking like, cut my eye like, damn. Some pretty ass girls. You know what I'm saying? 4 or 5 years old, you know, we like titties and ass. You know you like girls when you're 4 or 5 years old, you like titties and ass. Like titties, like, damn. That's dope. She pretty. She pretty. You know what I'm saying? He took me a few times, you know what I'm saying? Growing up. I never said nothing about it growing up because I thought it was cool. You know what I'm saying? I know what's wrong with, you know, seeing ladies' necks, you know what I'm saying? That was dope to me, you know what I mean? So, I remember, I was like 6. My sister had to be 2. We were trick-or-treating this shit. I forgot all about the shit. I wiped it out of my mind. You did? So this dude, I said, I got a pee-pee. I'm thinking, this is my godfather will take me to go piss. You dig what I'm saying? Well, after I piss, this nigga trying to fondle me and do all this other shit to me. You dig? I'm like 6 years old. So it's like, the fuck, what you doing? You know, I know it wasn't right. But before I could say something, my 2-year-old sister said, Rodney was messing with Squad Pee-Pee. They went to the road like, oh, we didn't know what he was talking about. We didn't know what he was talking about. Then, also, I'm sorry about that. He was messing with, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Time goes on. They think, oh, y'all know what y'all, that kid, y'all know what y'all talking about. So, one day, him and my mother, they was drinking in his house. He lived in a rooming house. I remember, I'm like 6 years old this time. I remember the exact rooming house. It's on Madison Ave, right by Madison and was that Anna, Madison and Anna and Elizabeth. It was a rooming house. Okay? So, my mother took me, she's like, oh, we're going to Rodney house. And I'm like, so I'm like, oh, let's go. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to go out with my mother. I love my mom. I was a baby. Mom was young. I was a baby. Let's go. We got to Rodney house. So she got too drunk. She didn't want to go home. So she was like, you sleep in the bed with Rodney. And meanwhile, she sleep on the couch, pull-out couch, whatever it was. Yo, I get in bed with my so-called godfather at 6 years old. Still not realizing what this nigga is at the time. I get in bed with him. We go to sleep. This motherfucker got octopus hands. I'm 6 years old. I know this not right. I jump out the bed. I get 2 chairs, 2 kitchen chairs. I put one for my feet and one for my head, or 3 kitchen, one to hold my back, my body. Man, I try to sleep on the kitchen chairs all night until it was time to go home. So finally, I was like, fuck this. Something not right with this dude. I told my sister's father. My sister told my mother they didn't believe it at first. So I told my sister's father at this time. And he like, what? He was gonna knuckle this nigga the fuck up. But what happened was they broke that shit. Oh no, he don't know what he's talking about. He's a kid. He don't know what he's talking about. So, you know what I mean? All that shit wanted to run. So years down the line, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't just him, it was this other motherfucker too. I was a kid that tried. You know what I'm saying? But I told, and they got in trouble because they were older than they like 15, 16, we was like in kindergarten. Tanisha Payton, salute. So I was like, Power Car 1, salute, bruh. So I was like, nah, fuck this shit. Now I'm getting older. I'm realizing this shit's not right. And no adult is saying nothing about this shit. That's the shit what happened to black families. They sweep that shit under the rug, hoping you forget about it. Hoping that shit don't carry on to your adult life. As I grew up, my heart got colder. You dig what I'm saying? Because I'm like, yo, the Keto Flowers, thank you, sweetheart. So as I got older, my heart got colder. Everybody was like, why this nigga wilding out? I didn't know I was wilding out because I was still young. I'm 6th, 7th grade. Nothing with niggas down in Cleveland. First, I'm gonna keep it real. My first year in Cleveland, I was in the 6th grade. I was getting jumped every day because I moved from uptown to Midtown and South Park Street, where all the hood niggas was. All the hood niggas was there. Yo, you gotta fight to survive. Move uptown to Midtown and downtown. It's a whole. Back in the day, uptown was quiet. We had playgrounds. We had a swimming pool. We had centers. We had corner stores. We had parks. We didn't have to worry about. I didn't know nothing about drugs when I was uptown growing up. When I was a little kid, I'm like, what drugs is what? All thing I see was my mother and them drinking a beer, Colt 45. Smoking their cools at the time, and smoking their weed. So by the time I get to Midtown, South Park Street, it's a sign of my 6th grade year that said, if you buy drugs here, you're going to jail. Drugs? I said I know what drugs is. But then I started thinking about it. I used to see it, but I was so young I didn't realize what it was. You did? And I'm not trying to, I ain't gonna throw my family under the bus or nothing like that. But I remember shit. Growing up like, damn, that's what drugs is? But all right, bet. So I'm seeing this shit. Kids my age on South Park Street peddling. Hold on, what's the name of the dope back there? The dope was called Tangle of Cash. I had it when they was peddling that shit. And they was peddling crack. Right now, I'm too young. I don't know what it is, you know what I'm saying? But I know that my stepfather is heavy in the he be high all the time. He be dying and shit. He have shit on the bottom of his nose. Outside facts, yo. So I'm like, he got stuff on his nose, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, oh, this nigga, he getting high because kids in my school talking. I'm not uptown, I'm in Midtown, I'm in the fucking hood. I'm on South Park Street. South Park is 6, where the shit goes bananas. Shootouts, the whole 9. That's what that loud prep little shit to eat for pot shit was blown up, you know what I'm saying? My man, my cousin, bro, my man love him. Hassan Williams, he was part of the E4 posse at the time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not knowing none of this shit, right? Me and my cousins running around wild. My cousins, they moved from DC. You know what I'm saying? From DC. Wow, young, they ran to me. My first cousins. They my mother's brother's sons. And yo, when I said we running the streets, yo, we getting all type of shit. We stealing shit, stealing bikes, stealing from stores, ripping and running it. You know what I'm saying? We just, I'm gonna keep it, they younger than me. But they from DC, so their motherfucking mentality was on some old, we gotta eat to live shit. Dead. I wasn't noticing that shit because I had grandma. Tanisha Ferris, peace. I had grandma as I was growing up to shield me from that shit. Like, oh, you ain't in that shit. Come on. They put me in PEL, baseball. I love baseball as a kid. I was real good at baseball, but you know, when you got parents that are addicted, you know what I'm saying, or shit like that. My mother's boyfriend, he was addicted. He couldn't afford to keep them papers up to keep me in the PL baseball. You know what I'm saying? Basketball, they wouldn't let me play. You know what I'm saying? When I was little, they wouldn't let me play. All the older cats. Yo, Ski the Boss Man, salute to North New Jersey. 16 Vaz. What that shit's called? Stick and Stab, 16 Vaz? Stick and Stab, 16 Vaz. Walaikum salam, I keep doing a lot, rock my to Allah. You dig? And again, peace to the 5% nation of guys and nurses. That's how we doing this right now. I'm telling y'all a story, you know what I mean? Before I even get to these pedophilic motherfuckers. You dead? These pedophilic motherfuckers. So I'm gonna tell you a story about what I seen in the hood growing up. Facts, Keeler Bars and facts. I know, bruh. Been around, I'm 45, been around, did that, done that, baby. I'm gonna talk about Side in a minute. Let me finish the story. So as I'm growing up, now, since all this shit that happened to me when I was a little kid, once I was 11, 12, 13, 14, that shit could have happened. I would have killed the motherfucker type of shit. You know what I mean? That's the shit my mentality got there. Because I was in the motherfucking belly of the beast. I'm in the fucking straight hood. Ain't nothing but savages around. So I'm going to tell you something. Yo, so my man Hassan, my cousin Hassan was like, me and my cousin, we was on the railroad tracks on Division and East Grand. And the railroad track, we run up the side and shit. So I'm throwing, my cousin throwing spikes off that shit, the train nails, throwing at cars. This will make me realize the game. For real. I took one of them nails from the train and I threw that shit down. Wow. Ed Hussein and O'Neill's car, rest in peace, O'Neill. Ed Hussein's on O'Neill's car, they had a fucking rabbit with a sister that she was banging. We was doing this, people car, they kept going. These niggas skirted over. Boom. They skirted over on the opposite side of the street, jumped out the car, ran up the train. So I told my cousin, let's go. So I'm running. I dive in the bushes. My cousin Victor dive in the bushes. My cousin Victor right now, he's up on a pill. He been out for 27 years since he was 16. He about, something like that. He's like 40. I'm 47. Oh, 45. He's like 44 right now. He about to be 45. No, he about to be 44. I'm 45. He about to be 44. He been locked up since 16. So, boom. Me and my cousin Victor dive in the bushes. My cousin Victor's trying to climb the gate. When he climbed the gate, it's a bunch of rock wells on the other side of the gate. It was like an old junkyard and shit. So my cousin Vincent, you know what I'm saying? We was kids. If I was like 11 or 12, he had to be like 9. But I was bigger than 11 and 12. I'm like 11, 12. I'm like 6 foot, 200 pounds. Real talk, like my little son now. He 11, he's 6 foot. We're size 14. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit. Them niggas, they found my cousin, my little cousin pointing us out. He's like, they in the bushes. They grabbed me at the bushes. This is the first and last time I've been slapped by a man who said, yoked me up. He had these motherfucking stickball sticks. He's like, either we beat you down with the stick, he just smacked me. Wow. He didn't realize who I was at first. He didn't know that. Oh, that's little cuz, you know what I'm saying? I'm just taking over his ass whoop. He didn't realize who I was because he didn't see himself as a little kid. I'm a big ass nigga now. Like, I'm 11 years old, I'm 6 foot. Smacked the shit out of me. He took us on a ride. They had guns in the corner. They was talking. They was trying to scare us. We're going to do these little niggas. We're going to shoot them. And I'm crying and shit, wiping the tears off my eyes and shit. Like, these niggas, I ain't gonna fuck that. So we got to the Florida Inn Motel on Florida Street, Elizabeth. And these niggas, it was a 4-finger ring with diamonds and rubies in it. He was so mad because one of the diamonds got knocked out. Only one diamond got knocked out. He threw that shit over the fence. So they took us back home. My mother's boyfriend cousin was living with us. She was like, oh, y'all go back outside. Your mother get home, she'll whoop your ass on this shit. We're like, all right. I'm thinking about this 4-finger ring. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about this 4-finger ring. For ourselves, y'all speak to God. Yo, peace, God. Yo, Lord, check out my live. I'm live right now. Go to my live, God.
I'm getting ready to knock out for a little while.
All right, well, God, I'm helping you get up.
All right,
peace, Lord. So, I see the 4-finger ring. I'm like, a 4-finger. I'm like, yo, we can eat for a couple of days with that shit. So we waited up, take us home. We got home. My mother boyfriend cousin was like, oh, your mother gonna get your ass. But y'all go outside. She was getting hot too at the time. We didn't know what it was. So she was back outside. To me and my cousin from DC was like, yo. I like, yo, I'm going back uptown and get that ring. They're like, oh, we'll get in trouble. We ain't going. We're in trouble. I'm like, yo, fuck that. I'm going. Y'all come with me. I'm the big cousin. They're going to listen to me regardless. So they came with me and shit. And we looking over the gate for the ring and shit. We looking over the gate for the ring and shit. And my cousin spotted it first. When he spotted it, I'm still a big cousin. I grabbed it up the gate. Yo, to that, I hopped through the gate, ran and got that shit. Like, yeah. I'm like, yo, we gonna get paid off this. I hopped through the gate. We walking back to Midtown. We went to Elizabeth Ave, the corner store. There's a corner store and another store. It was like a corner store where they did more jewelry. So I went to the store, like, how much would you give me for this? He was like, I'll give you $20. $20? We said $20. My mom saw a $12. I'm like, nah, this is way more than 20. I like, let's go downtown first to Frank's. We'll see what Frank give us for this. I took my money. I'm like, fuck this nigga. Let's go. We go to us out. Went downtown first street to Frank's. I knew Frank's because my mother's boyfriend used to take me down there. We used to sell shit. Frank used to give him money for jewelry and shit. So I went down there. I'm 11, 12 years old. So, J Money, what up, though? Peace, bruh. So, boom. I get there. I'm like, how much you give me for the train? That's a Frank. He was like, I'll give you $150. Now, me, I never hustle. I never did none of this time. I'm 11 years old. I didn't start hustling yet. I'm like, $150? I took that shit. To my cousin, like, come on, let's go. We went and bought some food, you know what I'm saying? With the food, everybody eat. We bought cooked food because these niggas are selling food out the freezer type shit. That's how bad this motherfucker was. Levi Young, McCaskill, peace, bro, peace. Peace, bro, how you? So we eat cooked food. Now I'm realizing you can't buy no raw food because you put that shit in the fridge, you ain't the money, that shit gone. You cook food, we get the whole geese, you know what I'm saying? Bologna and cheese, turkey and cheese, you know what I mean? Top strawberry and cheese, buy sandwiches for everybody in the house type shit. We get to the house, I said, my cousin, you gonna split the money with us? I'm big, like, nah, he's splitting with y'all. I got the ring, fuck that. He smacked me. You know what I'm saying? And you threw the motherfucking spike. Hell no, like, so I'm gonna buy you something, no, be quiet. So boom, shit going on, I realized this shit, you know what I mean? We had to move from the house we was in. When we moved to the projects with my aunt. Moved to the projects with my aunt. Pioneer Homes in 1987 was straight, 87, 88 was straight Crackville. The E4 Posse had that shit on lock. You know what I'm saying? It was anything was moving to Bilal Pretzel, Sean Hartwell, all them niggas. Rest in peace, Bilal Pretzel. You know what I'm saying? Hussein, with all of them, they was doing their thing. I was still young. I was still kind of young. So I was getting little packages here and there to try to make a little money at the time. I wasn't really into the hustle shit at that time. But I'm realizing all that shit, as I got older, I realized all that shit that I've been through growing up as a little kid, it brought me to that point. For me to say, just because a motherfucker touched you when you was a little kid, don't mean you had to grow up to be a motherfucking pedophile. Hassan Campbell, Brother Polite, Male Matrix / Murder. Just because you was touched at 5 or 6 years old, don't make you grow up to be a pedophile. It makes you grow up to make your heart fucking cold. Make you a little insensitive to certain shit, to violence, to selling drugs, to split the nigga shit to the white meat. That's what make you, it desensitizes you to that shit. When I was a teenager, I wasn't thinking about touching no little motherfucking kids. I was thinking about surviving, feeding myself and my sister, and my mother, to be honest. You know what I'm saying at that time? I wasn't doing a whole bunch of shit. I was doing a little bit of everything at that time. That don't make you Tanisha Payne salute, respect. That don't make you decide to touch a fucking baby. Make you touch male matrix. Make you molest your 14-year-old daughter. You sick, savage motherfucker. You where you supposed to be, nigga. You where you need to be. Really, somebody should off your ass right now. You think what I'm saying? Nigga, you should be off. It should be nothing at all. Anybody can say to make you salute and stand up to you, bruh. You a pussy ass nigga. Male Matrix, Trey 9 Bloods, fuck y'all niggas. I ain't a blood or a crip. I'm doing my own thing. BTV done started his own game. Like, nigga, what? You did? So we got these predators like male matrix. Elite perfumes, hell yeah. This is not the first time I heard that shit. It happened before with another girlfriend. How do you think like been doing that? You don't just start doing that. He been doing that since the teenager, most likely. Niggas wipe that shit in the rug like they did with my godfather. That nigga's a predator. Hassan Campbell. He admitted to molesting little boys. I'm sorry. Hassan Campbell admitted to molesting little boys. And nobody says shit about that shit but 4 or 5 bloggers. He admitted to touching little boys, having orgies with African American little boys. What we do about it? This nigga's still on YouTube. Speaking, you can't mix negative and positive when it comes to babies. You can't say in one verse, oh yeah, I fuck your little 12-year-old son and daughter, and this and that. And then say, brother Malay, he fucking with his 14-year-old daughter, he didn't see that. No, nigga, you the same nigga as that nigga. You a predator. And nigga should have bit off your ass. Chris Hansen, he definitely should be in jail. Why you think he didn't go to get African Bala locked up on August 14th, the deadline, on a Sunday? You know why? Because this nigga was incriminating himself. People incriminate himself too. Because he's a grown man doing the same shit. Why do you think all those little kids are retarded? I mean retarded, special needs. Because the sins of the father affects the kids. My father sinned all his life, so I was stuck with the burden of being my father's son. So anything I did, it got amplified. I steal something from the store. Oh, he's just like his father. I sell drugs. Oh, he's just like his father. I go to juvenile. Oh, he's just like his father. I go to prison. Oh, he's just like his father. Motherfucker, I even know my father. I see my father every 5 years of my life because he's in prison. Every 5 years, doing 5 years. Then, and I accepted that. Yo, that shit a badge of honor. Oh, yo, you like your father. My father was handsome. He dressed in suits and gaiters. He drove a Cadillac. I remember that shit. I don't forget that shit. I was a little kid. My dad was robbing banks, robbing casinos, robbing gambling spots, the whole nine. Mark Jefferson salute. That's my daddy. That's what I aim to be like. My father called me from prison. I couldn't wait for the phone calls to come when I was a kid. Teenager, what's up, Dad? I was going to see my father in Rowan State Prison, in Trenton State Prison, in fucking Bowen Town and all that other shit. Knowledge, peace, God, peace. Most definitely. I'm always going to build, show and prove, man. Yo, my father gave me knowledge of self. He gave me the 120 when I was 12 years old. I was like, yo, I don't want you in a while. He was like, join the 5% nation of God's and earth. You're more radical. That's more your style. You like me. You're gonna be able to obtune. You're gonna be able to abide by the laws of the NOI. Then, go for your salute. Thanks. You're gonna be able to abide the laws of the NOI because you God. You ain't supposed to be praising no other man as God. I'm knowledge, wisdom. He told me this. I knowledge 120 in 120 days because my father said you gotta do that. He hooked me up to other guys because he got locked back up. Two other guys older than me, so I'm building with guys growing up. You know what I'm saying? Still trying to learn that shit. But I'm in the streets, and I'm seeing the savages in the street. And Hassan Campbell talking about he was attracted to African Bala because of his power. No, you was attracted to African Bala because you was already a pillow biting ass homo. Part itself, no disrespect to the homosexual community or the LGBT or anybody who was sexually molested, because I haven't heard nobody that was sexually molested or sexually deviant like this motherfucker talk like he talked about his molestation and about other people's kids and about kids in general. Nobody, I haven't heard nobody talk like this, but this nigga Hassan Campbell, the hair braided at Rikers Isle, the hair braided at Rikers Isle, Mel Matrix's daughter said, now I say he touched her when she was 14. He was molested when she was 14. That's why I went on Mel Matrix. Elite Perfumes. Hassan can't press charges because he was in love with Africa Bambaataa. That's why that clown ass nigga can't press charges. And also because he didn't want to get indicted for his roles in messing with them little boys. He didn't want to get indicted for his role of messing with them little boys. Let's be a buck right now. This nigga told us what he did. He told us all he did with the little boys. So anything this nigga said is not right in his act. Anything this nigga said is falsified information in my books. Anything this nigga said is fucking lies. You dig what I'm saying? Like I said, I get a piece of the 5% nation of God's and nerves. And to the Muslim brothers and sisters in here, salam alaikum, alhamdulillah, rahmat to Allah. Yo, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all live that shit. Elizabeth, the only place with hoods is North New Jersey, it's Harlem, it's Bronx, it's Queens, it's Manhattan, it's Rochester, even Poughkeepsie, Roanoke, Virginia, Richmond, Virginia. They got hoods. Washington, D.C., be more careful, Maryland. You dig? Be more careful, Maryland. Charlotte, North Carolina, Dayton, North Carolina. Drugs, rape, all the prostitutes, all these places. So what we're saying is, yo, this shit happens all over the world, not just where I'm from. Anybody who lets somebody do that to babies and don't make them pay the consequences of their actions is a fucking coward. Is a fucking mook. Is a fucking bossy boy. You dig? It's a fucking predator at heart. Brothers and sisters, we got to stand for something or we're going to fall for everything. And we got these cowards, these 85ers, these 10%ers, these predators preying on our kids. They preying on our babies. And what we going to do about it? We're going to just blog about it. We're going to sit here and talk about it like in past conversation like families did when Uncle Fester touched little Tyrone or molested little Malika. We just wipe it under the rug and tell the kids, don't let them kids be a professor in the room by himself. You know how he is. You know he nasty as hell. He a weirdo. Why would you hit a weirdo at a family event, nigga? Put your kids in that situation, not knowing what to say or to do. Brother Polite molested not one, but two of his ex-woman daughters. Niggas swept that shit in the rug. Now they ain't want to talk about it. Chris Hansen, Hassan Campbell, Brother Polite, Mel Matrix, African Bambaataa, even KRS-One, because he still slew African Bambaataa, is a plight and a cancer on our community and society. Even KRS-One is a plight and a cancer on our community and society. Because he backed African Bambaataa, saying, whatever he did, I don't know what he did, but that don't take away what he did for hip-hop. Motherfucker, that take everything away what he did for hip-hop. When they told O.J. Simpson to murder that white bitch, they took his husband back, his MVPs back, all that shit. So if you touch a fucking baby in a black community, I don't give a fuck if you're the father of hip-hop or not. That's just when you strike that shit shouldn't count. It shouldn't matter. No one should give a flying fuck. You good? No one should care. Because we know these niggas don't love our community. They love what they can get from our community. If KRS-One gave a fuck about community, Scott LaRock won't be broken, poor, growing with the fucking projects. If Fat Joe give a fuck about community, Big Pun's son wouldn't have been broken, poor, growing with the fucking projects. You dig what I'm saying? Think about it. Yo, them Bronx niggas are grimy, dirty niggas. Y'all don't have a piece. Them Bronx niggas are grimy, dirty, savage-ass niggas. African Bambaataa from Bronx. KRS-One from the Bronx. Hassan Poppy Campbell is the Bronx River Gump. Fat Joe is from the Bronx. What's up with Bronx niggas? What's up with these Bronx niggas? They don't give a motherfucker about their people. Let's take a CEO salute. Peace. Well, thank you for stepping in, man. Coming in. Appreciate that, bro. They don't give a fuck about their people. KRS-One, not KRS-One, Fat Joe used the 5% nation of God's nerves to get on with the black community. And once he with the black community, he have a whole crew called Terror Squad with only one black motherfucker in it. I'm Chick. Ray Cash salute, bro. Tanisha Payne, facts. They only give a fuck about their pockets, what they can make off our community. Let's take a facts. Remy Ma. And he even had her face cut. When he thought she was getting down with G-Unit, with my cousin Jackie Yo and that girl from Ludacris crew. I forgot her name from Ludacris crew. I forgot that girl name. But they was forming a group of 50 who have more G-Unit. Let's take a CEO, buck 50 her. Like he bucked Cuban Link, because Cuban Link didn't like what he was doing to Big Pun's family. And how Cuban Link didn't like that nigga was robbing everybody in Terror Squad. Yeah, so, Shauna, price of Shauna. King Tinkai, Diamond D, facts. Diamond wasn't down with Ludacris. Diamond, that's my girl. She was down with the other squad. I got pictures with her. I was a bodyguard before. She was down with the other group in Memphis, Tennessee, I think. Tanisha Ferris, Jane Dale definitely kept it real on Vlad TV. Definitely a Shauna. So they was all going to form a group and 50 will sign the G Unit. Crime Mob, Ray Castro, that's right, Crime Mob. Diamond was at Crime Mob. You know what I'm saying? Diamond and Crime Mob, facts. There was another chick in Crime Mob. My bodyguard on floor one time too. She came to Virginia too. Because they was coming separately. They was trying to do solo shit. You know what I'm saying? They was doing appearances, making a little bit of cash. You know what I mean? But yeah. So, to be Princess, I think Princess, Diamond and Princess Crime Mob, some shit like that. Yep. I remember. Hey, see, I gotcha. Y'all go to my Instagram. I see pictures of all of them. You know what I'm saying? I was doing my thing back in the day. But so we got these niggas up here promoting Hassan Campbell. That nigga promote pedophilia. The shit he said about other people's kids, it shows you he promote pedophilia. You know what I'm saying? It shows you he promote pedophilia. This nigga promote the murder of innocent black men, black kids. Oh, his TV got turned off. His cable got cut off. Oh, yeah, turn his TV off. Yeah. Man, fuck that nigga. Whoever see that nigga should punch him in his fucking mouth. Because he promote pedophilia and violence among the black community. And then try to clean it up. Like he helping somebody. Like he trying to entertain people. Ain't no entertainment by young black people getting killed or molested, nigga. What entertainment in that, dog? What's the entertainment in that? These motherfuckers only got a GED. You gotta listen to what they say. These niggas only got a GED and listen to what they say. These niggas can't say nothing that's right as that because they not right as that. Bad season, peace, big bro, peace. Salute to bad season, man. These niggas, they ain't what they say they are. Tanisha Payne, it's his transgender son. It's still a boy. I understand what you're saying. I respect all that community. They still a boy to me. He's still a transgender man that want to be a woman. Peace and shout out to the ABC LGBT community, Q community. Salute, I got no problem with y'all. I see how y'all off niggas. I don't want no problem with the LGBTQ community. The alphabet community, I don't want no problem with y'all. Salute to y'all. But I ain't gonna agree with that dumb shit. I was raised as a man should be with a woman, make babies, and build a family. I know Tanisha Payne, I know. Risk taking CEO. They definitely real gangsters, bro. They definitely real gangsters because these motherfuckers, the society put these motherfuckers over the black plight. Their plight is more worse than ours. How the fuck is their plight more worse than ours? When we still being killed because of the color of our skin. Half of the white motherfuckers in politics, they like peanut butter. So they don't give a fuck about them. Yeah, part myself. I know y'all looking at me funny because I don't got no mustache. I was shaking my shit up and I nipped my mustache off, so I just cut the whole shit off. I said I start from beginning. It'll be back next week though. I'm looking my top lip looking like a baby ass, a baby coochie without the hair. I know. My grandma said, oh, boy, you cut your shave your mustache off? You like a pussy without the hair. Yeah, LGBTQ community, they control everything right now. They control everything right now. But that's not going to stop a motherfucker from keeping it 100% real. That shit is fuckery. That shit is fuckery. If you're a man, you got to stand on what you believe in order to raise your kids. I remember one day I see my little cousin would put some high heel shoes on. I told her, you don't take the motherfuckers off, I'll break your neck, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? They be like, oh, he's a little baby, a little boy. Nah, nigga. That's where that shit started. Little boy put on high heel woman's shoes. That's not right as that. That's not right as that. So no. He gotta take them shits off, I'll fuck his little ass up. DC 33. That's crazy why I dumped you in 11th grade, nigga. I cocked it back here on Hold My Clear Squad. Now it's crazy than that, bruh. Right? Yeah, bruh. I almost dumped you again. Well, I had a flashback, bruh. I had a flashback until I was 230, nigga. Yo, Capital, that's a family now cipher. That's not right at all. Seeing that little Lil Nas X kissing men on the stage and making videos of men in pink jumpsuits, dropping it like it's hot, like they fucking females, like they black women. Them niggas are fucking boys, Damon. Yo, definitely, DC. Oku son definitely doing his thing. Salute to him. Hey, yo, me and my boy Les L. Boogie Jackson on Triple Threat Basketball, that's on channel. I'm interviewing him soon. He's the top 5 point guard dead alive from New Jersey. Les L. Boogie Jackson, Triple Threat Basketball. He on YouTube, everything. He got a group on Facebook too. Greg Bennett, peace, guys. Me and him doing the interview soon. He's gonna be on my channel. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to support that. I also got an interview coming up with DC's Harris from Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta, New York, all that shit. He was in the halfway house with me. Me and him became tight in the halfway house. So we got an interview coming up soon. Tanisha Payton, facts. Lil Nas X, that nigga should be banned from TV. They try to ban gangster rap from TV. Why they ain't banning this homosexual rap from TV? Tanisha Ferris. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I can't fuck with that nigga 10 toes down. He do shit for clout. He do shit for likes. Interview Ron Savage. Know this motherfucker's fucked up in the head, but you interview him. He's a fucking demon. He's another Hassan Campbell. 10 toes down is another Hassan Campbell. Nigga can't tell me he did 20 plus years of prison and then sniff no boy booty. Then fuck with the man with titties in jail. I ain't gonna believe it with that nigga. That nigga too flamboyant, too pretty. He had like a pimp all the time, talking that slick shit, that slick ass Harlem shit. We know you niggas from Harlem, pimps, simps, and homosexuals mostly, you know what I'm saying, and rats. For myself. Now all you niggas, but about 25% of you niggas in Harlem. Yeah, I don't fuck with you niggas. I fuck with the gods, the righteous, the right and the exact. They forcing that shit upon our kids. Facts. And we wonder why motherfuckers they saying shit about Hassan Campbell, Mel Matrix, and Brother of Light, molesting, raping babies. Because that's another form of homosexuality. That's another form of being a deviant. A sexual deviant. A fucking devil. You did? Part self, just give me 1 second. I gotta handle something. I'm still here, y'all. Part self. Mel was raping his 14-year-old daughter, Nana. She said it, and the rat Snow Billy said it. Most rats tell the truth, so I believe everything Snow Billy said. Yo, Gray Benham charges legit. Yeah, DC 33, them charges legit. Facts. Yeah. Mel daughter go with Snow Billy, nephew or cousin or some shit, and told Snow Billy aunt that her father was molesting her. Was fucking her. Not molesting, fucking her. Not no stinky finger, not no rubbing on. He was penetrating her. That's what she told her, Snow Billy aunt. And I believe that shit. I'll put that shit past them weird ass trade 9 niggas. Greg Bennett, and so go to Off the Ray TV and listen to Snow Billy talk about it. No nigga gonna lie to a nigga about no shit like that. That's some foul, disgusting shit. Go to Up for the Bay TV, my boy Ozone Odin. He got the video, he did a live with Snow Billy, and they talked about it. Salute to Up for the Bay TV. Yeah. That nigga Brother Polite molested his stepdaughter. Not just one stepdaughter, 2 stepdaughters. They threw the first stepdaughter, they swept the first stepdaughter under the rug. They swept the first stepdaughter under the rug. Not one but 2. Yeah, risk-taking CEO. Not one but 2. And these niggas spit that conscious community shit. Shout out to Star Report for exposing all these motherfuckers. Star, salute to Jersey, Scotch Plains, where my daddy from, nigga. Scotch Plains, New Jersey. My family was the first black family in Scotch Plains. Tanisha Payton. The damage is immeasurable. When I remember all that shit that happened to me when I was a little kid, I was in prison doing my second bid. I was in Southern State Correctional Facility, and I had a bad dream. And my godfather was in the dream. I came home. I asked my aunt. I'm like, was he touched me as a kid? My aunt said he touched us all as a kid. And then, to make matters worse, a nigga came from North Carolina to visit. I'm fresh over prison. My mother was like, somebody want to see you. I looked at that nigga. I was like, yo, if you ever come around me again, I'll murder you, nigga. I was on parole at the time. I just told him, I was like, yo, if you ever come around me again, I'll murder you, nigga. The nigga never came back to Jersey again. I whispered in his ear, if you ever come to Jersey again, nigga, I'll murder you. My mother was like, what you said to your godfather? Like, nothing. I just told him I was good seeing him. And walked to the house. He knew what it was. His daughters called me when he died. The same daughters that he molested. Oh yeah, he touched me. He never penetrated none of that shit. He was filming me, following me, and shit like that, trying to put his mouth on my meat when I was a little kid, at 6, 7 years old. You did? But I knew at that time it was wrong for a motherfucker to do that to you. So how Hassan Campbell, 11, 12, or 13, 14 years old, don't know what's wrong for a man to do that to him? That means he was into that shit already. No, I'm not high on that shit. I was a little kid. And I knew I always liked the women anyway, so it never bothered me. It bothered me because a man did it to me. And if he, yo, I'm gonna keep it real. When his daughters called me, was like, yo, you know my father died? I was like, yo, he should have been died. He should have been dead. Fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? He molested his daughters too. But kids seem to forget and forgive. I can't forget and forgive, nigga. I hold shit down. I'm Aquarius. I wear my feelings and emotions on my shoulder. I'm somewhat antisocial. But I believe in protecting the babies. But that's why right now for back to school in Elizabeth, New Jersey, Eastwick, New Jersey, I'm having a back to school drive. I got my GoFundMe and my Cashapp in my description. I'm trying to raise money to get book bags, masks, and pencils and utensils and notepads for kids to go back to school. I would appreciate anybody who could donate to either my Cashapp or my GoFundMe. That'd be peace. Tanisha Payton, we definitely got a bill, yo. We're gonna do a show, yo. We definitely gonna do a show on that shit. I love to have you on my live. I got your number. We're gonna build. We're gonna add on about it. We can do a show. You know what I'm saying? To denounce that pedophilic bullshit. You did? We're gonna do a show for that shit. Yo, Tanisha Ferris, you know why the kids? Because the kids can't defend themselves. Because the kids can't fight that shit off. When I was in prison, I beat a grown man for taking advantage of wicked individuals. I beat a grown man for taking advantage of wicked individuals. Then I always bullied the bullies. I was never a bully. That's why the niggas I come at in the industry and in the streets have gangster pedigrees. I don't fear these niggas. 10 Toes Down is a clown. I'm not even considering that nigga like that. I'll push that nigga way back to the white meat. We box for money, it's cool. We fight on the street, that's cool. But I'm not going to feed what that nigga doing because that nigga is just clout chasing. Trey Rock, Far West, salute, bruh. Brick City in the building, that's where I'm at, baby. South Ward. Born and raised Eastwick on the South Ward of North, South Ward of North. Definitely, that nigga 10 Toes Down is a factor clown. And if he ever crossed my path, I'm gonna prove how much a clown he is. You know? I appreciate everybody for coming to my live and participating. That's great, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't fuck rock my channel like that because I tell the fucking truth. I ain't biting my tongue. I don't support snitching and pedophiles because that's what I was taught not to support. King Khan from Eastwick, salute. Where you at Eastwick, bruh? You know I'm from everywhere in Eastwick. I'm from uptown, I'm from midtown, I'm from downtown. If you from Eastwick, you from every part of Eastwick. Because we moved all over Eastwick, no matter what. We never was stuck in one location. Moroccan T, in fact, she did. King Khan, as I said, you from Eastwick, you from every part of Eastwick. Salute to my fucking hometown, Eastwick to the fullest. Facts. Yo, Risk Take is definitely creepy. It's definitely creepy secrets in every family. Tanisha Ferris. 10 toes down to Hassan Campbell was lovers. That's what it was. 10 toes down is like Hassan is with African Bambaataa. That's how 10 toes down is with Hassan Campbell. King John Florida Spring Street right here. Hell yeah. Florida Highway. Bond between Division and Henry. Anna Street. I used to work at Pat's Corner Store on the highway back in the day. Salute to rest in peace to Pat. Word up. He's the first one that gave me a job when I was in the 5th grade. Jefferson Park. I used to rob them Haitian niggas over there in Jefferson Park too. Rob them Haitian niggas. Haitian niggas shook at me, bruh. Like, yo, they told my cousin. He's like, man, your cousin crazy, man. He crazy. I robbed the niggas in Jefferson Park. I hustled in Jefferson Park. I did all that. I ain't give a fuck about them niggas. Fuck them. Trey Rock, Far West, facts, man. I'm always gonna salute my people. 10 toes down is love of Poppy. Moroccan T. Matter of fact, yeah, hell yeah. Yo, risk taker, I'm gonna keep it real with you. When I was a kid, I used to go outside every summer to visit my cousins. And yo, I'm gonna tell you, I had a couple of cousins that was off the chain when I was a kid. I remember me and my cousin Larry. My cousin Larry don't laugh about this now. We was kids. He don't laugh about this now. We was at my aunt's sale house, right? And we had this family reunion. My cousin Javon got locked up. So my cousin Javon got locked up. He was fucking with a white bitch. And the white bitch husband was a cop. Called him with his wife. His wife was being raped. Dead. He got a baby on the white bitch too. He was still in jail for that shit. So the boys in the one room. Across the room was the girls. And their country has been like, Larry, come on, show us your dicks. I'm looking at my cousin Larry, like, what? The fuck is this shit? He's like, yo, cuz, they want to fuck. I'm like, yo, man, they are cousins, nigga. And he was like, man, just show them. I'm like, I ain't doing that shit. I'm from Jersey, baby. We don't do that in Jersey. Our cousins are cousins, man. We might play school and house and shit, but ain't no hugging, touching, and kissing, all that shit going on. Yo, Ray Castro, they not rump rangers. They rump wranglers. They rump wranglers, nigga. And yo, even when I was grown, I'm gonna keep it real. One of my older cousins passed, right? We was at the funeral. I was at the funeral down south. So I'm seeing the chick like, damn, she bad, right? And my cousin, who that, yo? Oh, that's your cousin. I'm like, we're all right. Enough said. It's my cousin. Yo, we drinking in my aunt's backyard. She got a big ass. She got like an acre, 2 acres of land. So she got houses and fucking double wides on her land and shit. So we behind the motherfucker. We drinking this shit, bugging out. And my cousin was like, she was like, no, that cousin my number. We got to stay in contact. I'm like, I'm true. Where this box? She gave me a hug, and then she whispered in my ear. She was like, I'm gonna fuck you. And I was like, I love you too, cuz. Went back to drinking and smoking my weed and popping my pills. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that, this girl crazy. She texted, called me that night and tried to convince me to smash out. I'm like, nah, dog. We don't do that in Jersey. And I'm in my fucking 30s at the time. I'm like, yo, we grown as hell. And y'all still do that shit? Hell no, dog. I love you. I'm my cousin. I'm going to love you regardless. You know, but yo, enough of that shit, man. But yo, we got to support the babies. We got to support the babies, period. We got to get these pedophile motherfuckers off the internet. We got to take their voice from them. Like I said. You know, Tanisha Payne, she wanted to relate a D. I'm tall, I'm 6'7". At the time I'm 6'7", about 280, cocky like Rocky and shit. She was like, I know you got a big dick. Nah, B, that's this big. Fuck out of here, you cousin. Well, like I said, we got to support the babies. So like I said right now, I got my Cashapp and my GoFundMe in my description. Salute and support these babies so I can do book packs for the kids that can't afford them to go back to school on September after Labor Day. Support and show love. I appreciate everybody for being in here. This is King, New Jersey. This is BTBTV. We bully the bullies. And you already know, my niggas. Salute to the D. My nigga up with the Big TV, Ozo Odin. Yo, my nigga Jane Dale. My sister RayJulie.o on Instagram and on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? My boy Charles Eves, every day, all day from Ohio. Salute to him. Tanisha From, I talked to Gene Dale yesterday, yo. Me and Gene talk often. Tanisha Payne, I'm gonna text you, I'm gonna call you so we can do an interview like this on my platform on streaming, all right? Everybody else, salute, peace, to King of New Jersey, and I'm out of here.